The researchers observed that the neonatal mouse gut had much higher levels of neurotransmitters, including serotonin, than the adult gut. So far, almost all studies of gut neurotransmitters were conducted in adult animals or human subjects, where a specific gut cell type called enterochromaffin cells produce neurotransmitters, said Dr. Zheng. However, we discovered that this isn't the case in the newborn gut, where most of the serotonin is made by bacteria that are more abundant in the neonatal gut.
That particular part of the sky had been relatively quiet and dark until the telescope's detection, when the galaxy suddenly brightened by a factor of 1,000. Pasham, who happened to see the detection reported in a community alert, chose to focus in on the flare with NASA's NICER, the Neutron Star Interior Composition Explorer, an X-ray telescope aboard the International Space Station that continuously monitors the sky for X-ray bursts that could signal activity from neutron stars, black holes, and other extreme gravitational phenomena. The timing was fortuitous, as it was getting toward the end of Pasham's year-long period, during which he had permission to point or trigger the telescope.
When an asteroid hit the Earth 66 million years ago, it set off a devastating mass extinction. The dinosaurs, except for a few birds, all died out, along with lots of the mammals. But some small mammals survived, laying the groundwork for all the mammals alive today. For decades, scientists have assumed that mammals and their relatives that survived challenging times like those during mass extinctions made it because they were generalists that were able to eat just about anything and adapt to whatever life threw at them. A new study into the mammal family tree through multiple mass extinctions revealed that the species that survived aren't as generic as scientists had thought. Instead, having new and different traits can be the key to succeeding in the aftermath of a catastrophe.
The technology presented in this study serves as a pivotal breakthrough in the realm of odor digitization, as the scientific community witnesses the triumphant prevalence of visual information digitization, facilitated by the modern and mature imaging sensing technologies. The realm of scent-based information has yet remained untapped due to the absence of advanced odor sensors. The work conducted by Prof. Fan's team has paved the way for the development of biomimetic odor sensors that possess immense potential.
Some people have said these animals just died because of the climate changes associated with the end of the Ice Age, and other people are saying no, humans did it, and this debate has sort of raged with no clear winner. Because both of those arguments are reasonable, both of them can be supported with the empirical evidence that exists, said Ulla. In their case study, Copels and Ulla considered how human behavior, the animal's behavior and demographics, and environmental factors interacted to form a social ecological system which adapts to changes over time.
In the Wilson cycle, when a supercontinent like Pangaea is broken up, an interior ocean is formed. In the case of Pangaea, the interior ocean is the Atlantic. This ocean has a rift in the middle, and passive margins on the side, which means no seismic or volcanic activity occurs along its shores. Destined to keep expanding, an Atlantic-type ocean will eventually become the exterior ocean of the next supercontinent. Currently, Earth's exterior ocean is the Pacific.
More than half of parents say they're more likely to keep kids home just to be safe in situations where it's unclear how sick their child is. Another quarter of parents would send their child to school and hope for the best, while less than a fifth would let their child decide. As grades become more important to adolescents and teens in junior and senior high school, many parents also include academic considerations in their sick day decision.
The vestibular system, which affects balance and posture, has to adapt to the conflict between the signals it is expecting to receive and the actual signals it receives in the absence of normal gravity. This can lead to space motion sickness in the first week, of which headache is the most frequently reported symptom. Our study shows that headaches also occur later in space flight and could be related to an increase in pressure within the skull.
Crystalline materials are essential for various technologies that transfer and store information over short periods, such as semiconductors in computers or magnetic storage spaces. These materials are made up of a regular crystalline lattice, whereby atoms arrange in repeating patterns. Laser light can shake the atoms into a collective motion, which physicists call phonoons. Astonishingly, phonoons often behave as if they were a particle. They are called quasi-particles, to distinguish them from actual particles, like electrons or ions. It's important that students with disabilities have access to high-quality teachers, and not all teachers receive the necessary training and skills to support those students. They also can struggle more with certain subjects, such as math. Student success outcomes are also often determined by how the entire class performs rather than how individual students perform. When it comes to evaluating the success of all students, numerical measures known as value-added measures, or VAM, are typically used.